Audio, record only. It's last now. I want to like edit the. I guess I can. Whatever. Sweet. All right, let's see who hops on. I would really like to listen to my. All right, I guess. I am not doing this. All right, let's see who will join us today. Man, I used to have a lot of fun. Nice. This is Wi-Fi. Somehow I got Wi-Fi. Interesting. Share stream. No chat. Yeah, I remember this place. We used to. This is the middle school. No, this is the high school. Yeah, this is the high school. Let's see who's gonna pop on. And we got some people. Welcome Sunday. What's going on, everybody? What's up? What's up? How are we doing today? Hola, what's up, Elizabeth? What's going on? Hope you're off to a good weekend so far. It's almost over. Well, actually, if you count Monday, it's not over yet. Welcome, Elizabeth, and all the other people. It's a great Sunday. Great Sunday. Hope everybody's doing great and amazing. Oh, man, what a nice day out today. I thought it was going to rain. Hey, James, what's going on? I'm doing great. It's a great Sunday. Heading back, out west where I live. Was visiting family for the weekend. Heading back now, actually, just walking to the train. So, yeah, just having a great time. Heading back. Thought I'd hop on my daily live. It's probably not going to be a long live today, depending. We'll see. Maybe I'll go live on the train if I get a good spot. It'd actually be, Oh boy, you don't. That's funny. Yeah, you don't want to be, you don't want that happening. Uh, I'm not sure why you'd be doing that. I hope everybody has a good bowel movement. That's this is some great energy here. I love this. This is awesome. Oh, nice. You got these are the very tennis courts. No, this isn't the same tennis court. Maybe it is. This might be the same tennis court that I played what's her name on. That'd be interesting. Interesting. Oh man, what a lovely day out today, guys. Really awesome. Sending hate from Mumbai. Sending hate. Hate, love. It's on the same spectrum. So I'm just saying, I'm seeing it as sending love from Mumbai, India. Appreciate the love. Um, Upstart. Thanks for the love. How do you feel about Fred Hampton, Huey Newton, and Thomas Sankara on the question of black emancipation against imperialism? I don't know much about any of those folks, so I really can't. Um, I really can't answer there. We're not going to politics this stream. I really don't. I want to just hang out with you guys and have good energy. So no circus today, please. Uh, well, Chief, I know you're trying to start something in the chat there, so I'm not going to answer. But you know that I'm Jewish, so I don't know why you would say such a thing. Man, you guys had some jokes today, really. Loving it. Loving the good energy. I'm a bona fide infidel. I don't even know what bona fide infidel means. We're all here living on Earth, so I mean, I don't think there's no such thing as infidels. My opinion. Damn, you really gotta do me like that, chat. Man, roasting. It's okay. All roast is good roast. I like my coffee medium roast. So, well, no, I don't know actually. I don't know what you mean. I don't even know if you know what you mean. Hey, Carl, what's going on? What's up? What's up? Hope you're having a good Sunday. Hope you're having a good Sunday. Did a lot of reflecting over the weekend, guys. Did a lot of reflecting, and some great changes are around the corner. Chinese Vince. Okay, great. Good job, Vince. Chinese Vince, anyway. Great job. Um, Now, see, just so you guys know, I am streaming on like a whole bunch of other platforms right now. So, right now, most of this chat is YouTube, but I recently made it so I could go live on Kick, Twitch, LinkedIn. I'm really hoping I get some more LinkedIn people here because I really want to start converting the conversations to more business. So hopefully we can do that. But anyway, just so you guys know, I made like the executive decision to stream on multiple platforms. So I know I'm on YouTube, and that's probably where we're going to do a majority of my stuff. But if you guys run other platforms, more than happy to check it out. We would appreciate the support of other spots. Would you support an all LGBTQ military division? I don't think so. Probably not. What's up, Serious Snape? It's Serious. What's up, my boy? What's going on, Serious? Let's go, Serious. See, if you have good energy, I will post your comment. I will post your comments if you're good energy. If you're not good energy, sorry. Acting like being circumcised is better. Um, Honestly, it's just preferential to your background and upbringing and your values. So, I mean, that's just how the cookie crumbles sometimes. So, how do you get? Oh well, yeah. See, that for example is not a good comment to share. There we go. Okay, there we go. Okay, stop ignoring. No Steel Team ABC. Hope you had a great day. Yeah, serious. It was. I hope everybody's having a great day right now. I mean, I had a great weekend with family, hanging out, and now I'm going back home to crush another good week. Had a lot of good. I went live yesterday, as you guys know. Had a lot of good insights that I want to put into action for the business. So yeah, see what I love about doing these so far. So I'm heading back to the train to my place out west because my family lives in eastern Long Island, and I got to go live out. I need to go back out west where I live now. So yeah, no, I'm excited to put some things in action. So yeah, actually, what I was saying before though was, it's cool doing these lives because during the week you guys see me in the office, right? And during the weekends, like Sunday, you get to see me, I guess wherever I am at that time. So, I think I don't know, you guys tell me. It's probably, I think it's a cool idea that I stream, not only just in the office when I'm doing work and getting stuff done, but I think it's a cool idea just to do like streams like right now where I'm like traveling, heading back home, heading. Um, so I gotta do it. I think I'm gonna do. I think I'm gonna do it about relationships. So we'll see. I'm gonna think on the train what kind of content I want to do. Appreciate it, Sirius. Keep it up, Sirius. Keep it up, man. I need my fan base, man. I need people protecting me in the chats. These people are vicious out here in the chats. They're little like the best thing though. The great thing is like I am a mega troll. I just don't have the time and whatever to just hop on and troll. But I'm a natural troll, so it's like you really can't get to me. I will troll the shit out of people if I really want to. I just it's what is that? But anyway, so you got these trolls in the chats, but I need my people to get my back in the chat, guys. You know. And so anyway, yeah, I'm super excited to be more active for everybody. You know, um, this is going to be another laid back chat, but because we're on a whole bunch of different platforms right now, I would love to talk business or personal growth or really like helping people with whatever they're either struggling with or some challenges that they might have. So I really want to go in that direction if we can. Yeah, and I guess we could just see where the wind takes us. What's up, Georgia? Pete Diddy want. What's up, Georgia? Hello, hello. Nick Fuentes for president. Love it, love it, love it. These are really funny. Oh man. See, like that's another thing. I also like this chat because you really don't know what people are gonna say. It's like so off the rails sometimes, and you know it's a good time here. I think. Akash Banutra says, "Where am I from? I am from New York. I'm from New York, and right now I'm coming back from visiting my family out in East Long Island, and I'm walking right now to get the train back to Western Long Island. So that is where I'm going. So anyway, thank you everybody for coming through, for joining the hangout. I hope you guys are all having a good weekend. I hope you had plenty of rest. I hope you had plenty of insights, and I hope you spent plenty of time with friends and family and loved ones. So I actually went to school for psychology. So I know a crap ton about psychology, personality theories, how people work. And it's also a side hobby of mine. I know a lot about people. I used to actually do coaching back in the day, like seriously 10 years ago. But now, psychology is just really more of a hobby for myself. So yeah, so I'll post this. So what did I study in college? I studied psychology, and psychology was so easy in school, honestly. What do we got here? Your inside view on AI was really interesting. Just keep on your good work. I am sure. I'm sure you will grow. Some people here are a little crazy. Yeah, but you know what it is? It's the people that show up and stay like yourself, and it's you find value in the content, and the algorithms help me find more people like yourself who want to dial in and have more meaningful conversations. So I think it's just going to be by design, by byproduct of doing consistent streams, having the conversations that I'm having. Because at the end of the day, my consistency with YouTube is relatively fresh. So eventually, these different platforms are going to understand the kind of content that I'm putting out, and in turn, it's going to attract the right people who care about that content. So Octavio, human form figure, Rando Pop, very cool. Friends, what are those? So anyway, yeah. Man, there's a lot of tennis courts in West Hampton. All right. We're almost at the station, guys. Almost here. Dank, I didn't see like you actually message anything, so I don't know. Don't know what you're referring to. So West Hampton Beach. Oh, it's pickleball. We're passing a pickleball court. Are you a Zionist? The nose says yes. Yes, I am a Zionist. I believe in Israel's right to exist. I believe Jews have a place on this earth intrinsically. I believe we have a right to survive and live. So Octavio, this is a great question. I actually grew up in a small town. I grew up in a small town called East Quogue, and that's where my parents live actually right now. So, um, yeah, where I'm coming from now, and I grew up in a very small town, which is why I do not live in a small town anymore. Oh yeah, yeah. No, I knew you were joking, Dank. I know you know what friends are. All right, Human Torch. See you later. Thanks for coming through. Thanks for stopping by. All right, I think. Where am I gonna chill? We have about 20 minutes for this train. I think I'm gonna cross the street, sit on a bench, hang out with you guys for a bit. So I think the population size of East Quogue is something like, I don't know. I want to say like 50 or 100,000. I don't even know how it's that big, honestly. Maybe it's like I actually don't think it's that big. Maybe it's like 25,000. I think we have like you could literally, if you look up East Quogue, you could literally drive through it in 2 minutes. I'm not even joking, you guys. You start from East Quogue, and then by the time you get like so you drive in East Quogue, and then you like hit like a couple of stores, like that one section of the town where it's got like a little strip, and then from there, um, yeah, and then from there you're pretty much out. You pass the 7-Eleven, and then you're out. Then there's no more East Quogue. So I totally get it. We have a very small, like we do have a post office, but it's like it's a small post office. It's like kind of getting, it's like sort of gray, sort of not great today. So dang, that is a really, really small town. Very, very small. Population 5,871. Jeez. I mean, it actually feels like, it does feel like East Quad is that small, honestly. Um, but yeah. So Jamaica is in 19 minutes. Fantastic. Oh, all right. Time to wait for this train. Hello from Wales, UK. What's going on, UK? Itching to scratch, UK. What's up, guys? What is up, UK? How you doing? In Illinois country, a lot of farms in between. Oh, Illinois. Illinois. Actually, I'm actually doing a life insurance policy for a business owner in Illinois. So, uh, very, I've never been. Heard it was okay. How do you think being from a small town impacts? Oh, see, this is a good question. How do you think being from a small town impacts how you interact with others? So, I think it's less about being from a small town, and it's really more about personality. So there's two things. If you're from a small town and you've always remained in a small town, then that's going to impact the way you talk to others, because you don't have that exposure traveling, getting to know where other people, just different contexts of culture and different environments. Me, on the other hand, uh, when I was 18, I, left my mom's house early. And then, obviously I moved out of her place when I was like 17 and change. And then from there traveled and kind of had to like live a life for myself, very early. So, and I left New York relatively early in my early 20s. So for me, um, growing up in a small town, I've always been an extrovert. I was always a social guy, a very pragmatic and logical guy, very network and businessy from just who I am in general. So for me, the small town never fit me because I always wanted more. I always wanted to meet new people, go to different places, and when I left small town land, middle of nowhere, Ville, I felt very like it felt very natural for me. So, what's going on, San Jose, California, Furquan? Yeah, I like these comments. What's going on, Mr. Furquan? How you doing? I I'd say it depends more on the type of community. Uh, I've been in some where it's isolated, and others where everyone's family. Yeah, like it's always it's all gonna depend. It's gonna be situational, of course. Um, but yeah, it really just depends on the people. It depends on the town. It depends on where that town is located, I guess. Uh, so yeah, I get that. Traveling is so important. Yeah, 100% serious. Uh, I love to grow up in a small town, but it wasn't a good state for me. Yeah, especially like it really boils down to your values, right? Some people, your values, you want to have like a more slow paced lifestyle, versus some people want fast paced. I'm like kind of in the middle. Like I want my businesses to thrive. I want to be successful, but I also want, a homestead. I want a homestead out in the country with animals and a family, but I also want to have the business life, right? That's like the perfect world. Hello from Missoula, Montana. What's going on, Octavio? What's up? What's up? Appreciate you all being here, guys. As you keep me company on my way back home. Great to have you guys here. A lot of YouTube comments, though. I don't even know if there's anybody on LinkedIn. I think if somebody was commenting on LinkedIn right now, it would show up. I guess I guess those other chats are still warming up to the content. So we'll see how it goes. We'll see. Um, Yeah, look, there's two sides to life. There's working and bringing value into the world and providing for yourself, and then enjoying your time and enjoying the meaningful things that you want to do for yourself and for others and your hobbies and interests. So it's like, yeah, like you've got to do a little bit of both. For me, I just enjoy business and working and bringing stuff to the marketplace and whatever. So, uh, you know it's different when like your hobby is work and bringing value, I guess. So what do I do, Octavio? So uh, I'm a co-partner in my main flagship company, BH Capital Funding and Group. We do business financing, different financial products for businesses, and insurance. So we take the approach of business owners, from needing any kind of financing they need, all the way to insurance products for their business to protect their business, their family, themselves. We do both. We do strategic planning for financing and insurance. That's one of the businesses. The other one is an AI text marketing platform that's relatively new, and I'm working on a separate platform for salespeople. That's just like for standalone salespeople who they don't want to work for a business but they want all the infrastructure and systems. So I'm building something for them called Broker Launch. So yeah, I got a couple things going on. um, Happy to do it. I'm working with great people. So Um, so yeah, and there's a lot to learn there too, guys. You know, we have a growing staff, growing sales team for the BH for the BH Capital side, growing and insurance side with that as well. Um, yeah, there's a lot of cool things going on, um, and I'm excited. I'm excited to share all of these things with you guys. I'm excited to share my journey, um, and live stream as much as I can of the work that I'm doing, so you guys can have like the inside scoop of what that journey looks like. And it's like a very rare combination. There's this book called Millionaire Master Plan. I forgot the name, the author, but it talks about how there's like certain archetypes of different like people, and everybody generates wealth differently. And so for me, I'm an architect firstly, and then I'm a creator second. So what that means is like I love to build, and that's how I generate my wealth. And I like to build systems and companies, and people utilize that infrastructure and whatever. But then I also like to create. So I'm like this cool like combination of like building shit, and then like uh, but also like being a creator, like putting out content and marketing and whatever. Um, how long have you been a blacksmith? I am not a blacksmith, although that would be cool to learn how to do that. Um, I don't know what that means, Octavio. Can't switch right now. We will need to see your birth certificate. Yes, and my social security number, right? um, so yeah. So anyway, that's a really great book, guys. I think it's called Millionaire Master Plan. Um, or you can always Google search or AI search Millionaire Master Plan, personality archetypes for generating wealth. I know that's a mouthful, but the book will come up. So, but it's really important though, because a lot of people waste time in doing things that they shouldn't be doing in life. A lot of people, they go to school for XYZ, and then they end up realizing that after they graduate, their life has matured in a different career direction for ABC, not XYZ, right? And so it's important to really do that discovery. And now it's more easier than ever, because you can literally use AI to say, hey, I want you to find out my wealth generating archetype, keep asking me questions until you know with certainty what my top two archetypes are for generating wealth. And then there starts that journey, right? And unfortunately, up until now, we weren't able to have that kind of technology and resources readily available to really like go deep like that.
Inside, we got America. Would be the biggest country.
Oh man, nobody, you're a gem, man. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Thanks for supporting. I haven't thought about this. I don't know how it works, but eventually I'm gonna need admins who could help me in the chat. So I don't know if you guys have any experience with that, but I'm gonna need help with moderators, I guess. Right? That's a thing on live streams. If you can, oh, this is a really good one. Wow, I like this. If you can't have the best of everything, make the best of everything you have. Yeah, that's that's a message with a lot of gratitude. That's very powerful, because a lot of people, they're not appreciative of what they have. And I think once you start with where you are in life and what you have, you realize that God has given you so much already to work with, and there's so much to trampoline off into life with what is already given. So uh, yeah, if I'm subscribed to you, I cannot troll you. That's fine. I don't want to troll the good people out there. Believe me, I'm a troll myself. So it kind of like, it's a nullifying equation there. So I would save your trolling for the trolls in the comment section, and you know uh, what do you call it? Channel that trollingness to where it matters most, which is to the passerby retards. Hey, what's going on, Ellie? Welcome, welcome. I came from money, so I'm happy. I don't ever have to work because of family money, so life's easy for me. That's awesome, Sev. Um, I think what's kind of tough though is like when you come from that kind of background, you still need to bring value to the world and to yourself, to people you care about. So purpose becomes more of a center point, right? When you already come from a place historically where a lot of the lower levels of work and grinding doesn't have to be done anymore, then then the higher levels of purpose and intentionality and value surface. And that's where a lot of people get stuck. So I hope you are living a super purposeful life with where you are. Yes, I am a mod on 2 channels for live. When I was younger, I was mod on different sites. Oh, that's great. Okay, cool. I appreciate the resume series. Look at this. I think we got our first admin, guys. We might have our first admin in the mix. That's super cool. I haven't thought about. I don't know. I don't think we're there yet for admin shit, but I think serious. You'll let me know when we need an admin. Let me know when we need you, and we'll get you in. I'll give you a shot. Nothing is impossible. What do we have here? Nothing is impossible. The world itself says I'm possible. Yeah, yeah, I agree. This train is almost here, guys, and I think if I do this the right way, I'll be able to find I'll be able to find uh, a spot that has like an outlet so I can continue the live. So, all right, hold on, guys. Give me a second. Someone's famous? Huh? Someone. No, you got some cheerleaders in the background. So yeah, I mean, seriously, he'll be around. I mean, I don't know what that typically looks like for admin, but I'm pretty sure we'll figure it out. I imagine that like once we get like, I mean, I really actually don't know. I'll ask. I'll do some research later about how like at what point do we start needing like uh, um, at what point do we start needing like 1 admin, 2 admins, and all that good stuff. Uh, but we'll see. But I mean, you tell me, Serious Snape, if you think there's potential here. I'm interested to hear all of your guys' feedback because I'm new to like taking live stream seriously. I've made tons of content in the past, and typically how so just so you guys know, back in the day, like I think 10 years ago, live streams were really more for like educational content. And when you did a live on YouTube, it was like you had somebody on, you'd interviewed people maybe, but it wasn't really like, I mean, people used it for a lot of reasons, I guess, but it wasn't really for like streaming live, like casual, just chatting. But that's such more of a thing now. So I'm excited to make it more serious. So serious. I go live every day, and I think typically what I've been doing is I go live when I go live at work. I I go live like in the mornings, um, somewhere between like 9 and 12, and then if I stay late at work, I'll hop on a live again. So it's either like in the mornings or in the evenings is when I'm usually on. Yeah, no rush. I know you've been popping on when you pop on, so not a big deal. So yeah, I'm interested to see how my live stream is going to work with the whole building this up. But yeah, definitely excited. Exciting times. I live in Germany, so maybe we have a time shift. Yeah, so you're definitely a couple hours behind, in front of. You're a couple of hours in front of us. You're at least 46 hours in front of us, I think. So yeah, so I'm on Eastern Standard Time. Yeah. Yep. We got this train coming anytime now. It would actually be really cool if we were live this whole time back to the city. That would be great. If we could make this like a 2.5 hour, 3 hour stream, I think that'd be pretty solid. There we go, guys. Just like that, we got our first potential moderator. Amazing. Um, and just so you know, Sirius, I do have like a Discord already set up. So once like things get busy, if people actually want to like join the Discord and like have like a spot where people can actually interact whatever with each other, I do have the Discord set up, so that's already ready to go. And you can join it too if you like, if you're on Discord. I don't know if you know what that is, but yeah, we can further coordinate if you join. I mean, it's not being used right now, but I bet you though, if the Discord was a, a thing that people wanted, that a lot of people would probably join. We'll see how it goes. Yeah, I'm on a lot of yeah, I'm on Discord occasionally. Not as much recently, just because I've just been super busy. But all right. Oh shoot.
Keep going.
All right, we're almost ready. I'm ready to get on this train and to get the freak out of here. Oh. All right, see you later, Carl. Thanks for coming through. Would be great to connect to good, intelligent humans like you. Yeah, man, and hopefully, we bring in a lot more amazing people to the chat, and we really do have like a good time. I mean, that's what it's really for. This is really for connecting with people who want to grow their life, evolve, and whatever shape or form that looks like. You know what I mean? Here we go. Got the train.
Next station is Spionk.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Testing, testing. Oh, there we go. Nice. Fantastic. Can you guys hear me? Probably. There we go. What's up? What's up, everybody? How are we doing? It's serious. What is up, chat? How are we? Thanks for joining me on a beautiful Sunday. Well, it is getting a little more gray out, but you know, whatever. Hope you guys had a good weekend. If you're first joining us, thanks for hopping on. Got another hour and a half on the train, so got a lot of time to kill, guys. Dun, 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 dun. Yay, da, 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 da. Ay, 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 ay. See, I wish it'd show me like what viewers are actually like here. If they're on YouTube, or like where they're actually from. Let's see. We don't need to do a logo background. Oh, you know, it would be nice to know what color that is. Serious name. What do you look like? You know, Adrian, thanks for coming through. No, I am not an Indian scammer. Although, I mean, maybe it's because I'm Jewish, but no, definitely not an Indian scammer. Thanks. Yeah, so this is actually one of my work headsets. I just got used to it honestly because I wear it so much for work. I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna bring it home with me, and I just use it like daily. So that's why I That's why I have it. No, listen, Adrian, it's all good. I appreciate the roast. My tiny hat. No, it's just because you're lagging. Oh, so look, see, where's my? There it is. So yeah, just FYI, the service is not gonna be good for a little bit because we're gonna get. I think for the next 30 minutes, we're gonna have like some really bad lag. So I lowered the video quality, um, just in case. So yeah, well, Adrian, appreciate you stopping by. Uh, Usually on Sundays, I'm pretty chilled. I normally visit my family on the weekend, so I'm just heading back home and thought I'd go live and wanted to come hang out and you know hang out, vibe, do whatever. Normally I live stream in my office, so Sundays is kind of like more random. I don't know where I'm going to be on a Sunday, so um, but in general, if you got the live, it probably means that you're somewhat interested in any of the topics that I like to cover on the channel. So, I'm very big into personal evolution, business, finance, GA. So, so appreciate you here. Appreciate the two folks who are here. I'm not sure if you're still here, Adrian. Actually, interesting. We get a lot of YouTube. Not really sure. Department. Oh, interesting. Huh, interesting. Welcome, welcome. Whoever just came through, two newbies on the stream. Hope you guys are having a great Sunday. Thanks for through and hanging out. Um, Heading back home after a weekend of hanging out, chilling with family. So just on the train now, heading back home. Hope you guys had a good weekend. Uh, yeah, so chatting is not required, but it's always nice to have company on the chat to have a conversation. So love to get to know you guys if you want to chat for a little bit, or if you guys just want to hang out on the sidelines. That's okay too. That's cool. Ooh, wow. Yeah, this train's wild. So they're gonna go now. Welcome, welcome, the new folks here. How's it going? Thanks for joining me here on the train ride back to my home area. Just visiting family for the weekend. Hope you guys had a good weekend. Hope you guys had a good Sunday. Oops, and then there were two. Dun, 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 dun. Did you watch a good one? Good one. Not gonna fall for that one again. No, dude. That's I'm ready to propose a query that I think you should benefit a streamer. My goal is to help talented streamers. So, interesting. The one kick comment I get, it's spam. Interesting. Welcome, welcome, welcome. What's going on? Patchog, here we are. Did I mention Jamaica? Just so you guys know, it's Jamaica. Hey, what's going on, Vikas Parar? How are we doing? Hello, hello. Oh, there we go. Up. My camera is moving here and there. It's because I'm on a train heading back home to just where I was visiting. I'm just heading back, so that's why I'm on a train right now. So that's why it's shaking. But hopefully you had a good weekend, though. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for hanging out for a little bit. Um, I mean, I should have a good connection. I mean, it is going to be on and off because I'm on the train, and the area where I'm at now, it's not the best connection, but you know, the connection's a little spotty here. I looked the video said welcome, welcome. Three is a party now. Let's go. Thanks for thanks for coming through on my way back home. Easy, really late night chill session for today. Oof. There we go. Oh wow, got some surprise visitors here. Welcome, welcome guys to the chat. Welcome to the live. Just heading back home right now from a weekend with the fam. Um, had a really great weekend. Hope you guys had the same. Just on the train right now, heading back home. So kind of tired, a little bit reflective, but just looking to hang with some good people until I get home. So hopefully you guys had a great weekend. Hopefully you spent time with loved ones, people, and yeah, thanks for having me. There you It's interesting, actually. Jeez, wild. That's wild. It was 12 hours. Let's see. Let's see if I can get rid of this. I don't remember where I had it. Let's see. Was it in video settings? No. Was it in layout settings? No. No, 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 no. Hey, what's going on, Andrew? How you doing? welcome to the stream. Thanks for hanging out with me today. Sending back home after a good weekend of just relaxing with family. So thanks for coming through. I feel like oof, that's tough, bud. Very, very tough. My condolences are to you. Interesting. All right, where are we? We're where? Jamaica 556. Oh my gosh. Dang. 556? Jeez. It's gonna be at least another hour. Dude, at least another hour and 20 minutes. Oh man, it's a long time. I do want to figure out how to. It's probably on layouts. No, it's not on chats. It's not on people. Oh, that's interesting. Hey, what's going on, Joseph? Happy almost Monday. Well, today's Sunday, but good Sunday. Hope you had a good weekend, Joseph. Um, Memorial Day Monday is coming. It's among us. So, got any good plans going on for Monday? Cheers from Guam. There we go. Cheers from Guam. Let's go. How we doing, Joseph? What is that short for Guatemala? Right? Guam. Yeah. Hopefully you have a good Memorial Day tomorrow. Hope you have a good time. Hope you had a good weekend with friends, family, loved ones, whoever. Thanks for coming through, Joseph. Appreciate you. Just hanging out here, trying to get back home on the train. Um, I do not love Jesus. No. I'm Jewish, so you know it's a little more complex there. It's probably a dude. Definitely lived, but didn't know him personally. So kind of a couple thousand years away from where we are today. So Jesus is my Lord. Amen. It's funny. It's a funny name. Good name. Yes, you as well. Be safe. So you live life alive. Yes, 100%. Thank you, Joseph. Appreciate you. You as well. Have a great time. Thanks for coming through, stopping by, whatever. Always happy to have good people on the chat. There we go. It's turning into an afternoon, evening party here. Let's go. What's up, everybody? Happy Sunday. Oh, maybe that's why he's talking about Jesus because it's Sunday. I don't know. I'll pray for your safe train ride. You have a blessed day. Thank you, thank you. See, this one I will post. That's good energy. Thank you. I would love to get home safe, and I'm about an hour away from getting home, or an hour and 30. It's a very long train ride home. So thank you, thank you. Welcome, welcome, guys. Welcome to the live stream. What's going on? What's going on? Yeah, hey, what's going on, Tavio? Yeah, it's a quiet ride. I mean, you know, I got like another. I feel like I got another hour before I get home. So, um, there's that. But it's been pretty quiet so far. And this train is not quiet. But what are you gonna do? Have some people coming and going here. Nobody really, no real conversations happening right now. But I'm down to have a convo though. And that's why I'm live. Here to here to here to chill, have a good energy. Made some monstrum soup. Uh, Meat and eggs mostly. Meat, eggs, and some like absolutely no veggies. So and my normal uh, hold on. They had like a sous chef like in the mid, like sushi chefs in the middle, and then around them were like shelves. They were just layering sushi rolls for everybody. It's great. Yeah, sorry, I'm on the train. So, but yeah, no, I just eat carnivore. So, or like jungle diet, right? So I'll eat any like steak, eggs, beef, eggs, and steak. Really is what my go-to is. Don't really they don't really. I mean, only on Shabbat will I have like I go. I only break my diet like on Shabbat, so then I'll eat like whatever. Um, but typically Monday through Friday, I'm just eating meat, eggs, steak, fish. Do, 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 do. I don't know. Did you hear any of that? Hopefully you guys can hear me. I lost a lot of weight that way during quarantine. Oh yeah, 100%. If I tell people if you want to lose weight, just cut out bread, cut out all carbs, carbohydrates. Just do carnivore diet for like 2 or 3 months straight. You'll just shred fat and weight. Yeah, sardines and peanut butter. Sardines are really good too, honestly. Um, Sardines and peanut butter, not bad choices. Um, I used to be notorious for eating like tuna from a can. I do like two or three cans of tuna a day. So good. I love the taste of tuna. Like right now, I'm like hovering between like 190 and 200, and I'm about to like start working. I'm about to work out again and probably try to get down to like 180, 175 maybe. I would love to get back to like 175, lean, very like low body fat, high muscle. I don't know what you just said. Do, 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 do. I don't know what minestrone soup is. Do, 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 do. Be like another 30 minutes before I hit my first stop to get off, and it's just dragging on, dragging on. Let's do this. I'm streaming right now, 6 feet, 200 kb. Okay, looking to get to 185. How do you like to exercise? Oh, minestrone. Oh, minestrone. That makes a lot more sense. Thank you. Um, so the way that I like to exercise is, first of all, I'm a very big fan of walking. Jogging is I love jogging, but it's really tough on your knees. So I think standing up, I think walking really great for you. Um, but I'm a very big fan of intermittent fasting, working out, fasting for another like 2 to 3 hours, and then eating. So for me, like what I'll normally do is and then like a sauna, right? So normally what I typically do is I do like a sauna for like 30 to 45 minutes in the morning. Then I actually don't like working out in the morning. I actually like working out around like lunchtime, like 12, 1 o'clock. And then, like that's when you have like your first meal. And then yeah, then you just eat between like a window between 1 and 6 o'clock, and then you're good to go. Um, but when I do work out, I like to do supersets. Like I only work out maybe for like 30 minutes, 45 minutes. I like to do a lot of core exercises, a lot of ab core stability, strength training. I don't like doing I don't like doing much squatting. Depends on the squat, but I do legs though. I'll do a lot of legs. Um, I think that's really important. I think in general, the movement force. I personally believe the only time you should squat is if you're just doing like free weight squats, right? And you're doing deep, all the way like butt to floor, like range of motion squats, with no weight. I think that's super important. And I think anything else you could just use like a machine to work out your legs and your core. Um, but anything resistance based is really good. Anything where you're uh, pushing. I mean, really, it's everything's pushing or pulling. But I love my pulling exercises a lot. But it's just I'm a big believer in supersets, combining like just doing like a really good mini 30 to 45 minute circuit workout. it's timely, it's high impact, and if you really go hard, it's really all you need for that day, honestly. And then if you do that enough times, if you actually do it like 4 or 5 times a week, then you're pretty good. You're good to go. I love squatting and I love squatting and Olympic style. Yeah, I love squatting, Olympic style, weightlifting. Supersets are a big part of my routine right now. Longest fast you've been on? I've done a 4-day fast before. I try to do at least one long fast once a month at least. So like typically I'll try to do like a 16-hour fast or an 18-hour fast and then eat for the remaining 6 to 8 hours. And then like once a month, I think it's really good for you to get your body into ketosis at least once a month, at least. And but to get into ketosis, you need to, at least do like 2 days, I think, or like I think it's in between day one and day two, maybe. But I think after 24 hours, and like that's like a good time frame. So I try to at least do like once a month, some kind of like longer fast for like at least 1 or 2 days. So preferably not on the weekend because Shabbat there's tons of food. So bro, the headset dent. Uh, no headset dent. Yeah, I don't get those. Now you're making me like conscious. Um, yeah, I don't think I have the headset dents. Although it would be nice to go. It would be nice to go bald and see if it's actually there or not. Oh, that's a good question. So, what am I looking forward to in terms of this quarter? So the biggest thing right now for us is getting uh, like a very stable sales team in place. We have a sales manager who's hiring right now for BH Capital. So I'm really focused on getting our sales team consistent, the sales and deal flow consistent, um, and ramping up marketing, right? So like right now we're on a huge sales push to get good talent in, to have activity going. And once we have that sales activity going, we can start focusing on different things that are going to scale the business, right? So right now we're still working on the foundations of sales, and that's going to take a lot of time and energy. But like for example, I just hired 2 people last week that didn't work out. So there's a lot of attrition in hiring sales talent. But after we kind of solidify our sales team, I want to move into other things that's going to help that business scale, which is um, marketing operations, and then I can start working on the other things I have going on. So, but yeah, right now, the next quarter, just really getting sales down and then getting marketing ramped up. That's like the big focus. Because once we get the sales team down, then I can really kind of be more hands off and be less in the office and um, focus on marketing, analytics, strategy, operations. So yeah, hope that answers your question. We have this other we have I have something I'm working on called broker launch, but that's kind of like more longer term. But we have SMS launch, and that's kind of more near term, and I'd love to get some clients for SMS launch out the gate and start ramping up SMS launch. That's just like it's a ready to go product, and we just need to market it, and that's ready to go. So, what do you look for in a sales team member, and how does what you studied in college apply to that? So, ironically, it's kind of weird because as much as I went to school for psychology, it's I actually to be quite frank, right? Part of yeah, like I think the small minority of it has to do with personality. Um, some of it has to do with personality, but the the other I would say the majority, like 70%, 75% of it has to come down to do they really want it? Are they going to be the kind of like A type player that we need them to be? Right? Are they going to be an A player to take on the role? Are they going to deliver? So it's really a matter of just finding the A players or the the people who have the ingredients and then giving them the opportunity to become A players, because a lot of hiring sales is about understanding what's in front of you and what the potential opportunity is, and what that lifetime value is going to look like, right? And so some people are A players in the making, and they don't necessarily have the experience, but they have the ingredients. And some people are just A players, right? And they have the experience, they've had sales experience, and they're just ready to go. But in my experience, you know, I don't really use much of what I went to school with. I essentially don't use anything of any of my education for what I do now, because everything I do now is just business, and then it's kind of pivoted off of that. But I would say I probably use like 1% of school for what I do. Everything that I everything that I've learned and utilized is from just trial and error, failures, successes. So what I look for in a sales team is just based off the experience I have of talent coming and going, and identifying if someone's an A player or B player, or really like really getting to really understanding early on what that potential is, and rolling with that. Not everybody's going to be an A player, and there's always a place for B and C players. But yeah, I hope that answers your question. But for me, I'm looking for people who either have that experience, or they have the ingredients. Like if they're a young person, they have the ingredients to be a killer, to be an A player. I'm looking for someone who has drive, who can speak, with professionalism, can speak on the phone, who can be relentless. Um, and I'm doing less of the hiring, by the way. The sales manager's doing a lot of that work now. I mean, I'm kind of giving the final say, but um, in general, though, I can instinctively know where people are gonna fall, um, in terms of their experience. Like once they join with us, I can already know some, and I would love to be surprised. Believe me, I would love to be surprised, and be shown differently. But the best thing I like is I'm in a place where I could just provide opportunity for people, and we get to see what they're made out of, right? And that's all you can do sometimes. It's just provide people that opportunity and see where it goes, and support them as much as possible, right? Because just because you might have like a great, but someone potential, it doesn't mean that they're going to tap into it without the right leadership, training, development, and support. Yeah. One of my first sales guys at BH Capital. He's no longer with us, but he was actually an Uber delivery driver for me, and he delivered Starbucks to my office. And he came in and he's like, "Oh, what do you guys do here?" And from there, having like a brief conversation with him, I realized, like, in talking to this young guy, who by the way is hustling, I was like, he has the ingredients. And by the way, the other partners didn't see it. The other partners were like, we don't know if this guy has the sales ingredients that you need. I'm like, no, trust me, they're there. And he pulled through, and he ended up being a really great asset for us. And he ended up learning a lot and growing, and now he's a sales killer. He easily walked in to that A player mindset. Um, so I'm, I think the biggest thing about business is you're proven wrong more than you're proven right. Right. So, I'll give you an example. Just this past year, two sales girls we thought were going to work out, and they showed a ton of promise. And it just turns out that, there was, a lot of challenges early on, I will say. And we discovered that this wasn't going to be the right fit for them. So yeah, you're always shown right and wrong, right? But I think in general, you're proven wrong more than right. That's a great question. But yeah, I mean, that first sales guy, he definitely surprised us. We have a new sales manager, and he's definitely surprising me every day because he's really like stepping into that leadership role and what we need. And so I'm very happy to have him and see what he's made out of, and it's good. Is There's always it's always like an up and down thing. It's always a roller coaster, you know, always a roller coaster, and you have to be adaptable, and you just have to have very low expectations in some ways and high expectations in others. You have to have low expectations with what's gonna come through the carousel, so to speak, and people come and go, and so you have to remain passionate and motivated to have people on board and hire them and to integrate them. And if people don't work out, that's okay. They come and go for a short time, but in general, you always have to stay high energy and positive and high expectations for how you want to run a company and how you want to run certain things, and and be optimistic. You always have to have optimism, but it has to be tamed. It has to be tamed with realism, right? So um, you have to balance it. That makes sense. This is a good one. Wait, what does it say? It seems that sales is a field that rewards soft skills more than related experience. Is that correct? What does turnover look like in your industry? So I will say yes and no. I think you have to define what a soft skill is, right? So, if you're just defining soft skill as, customer service, um, great with people, extroverted, whatever, that's one thing. But I think sales isn't necessarily, I don't really personally, I don't think sales is a soft skill industry. I think it's a hard skill it's definitely technical with the work they do, and it's a trend, you know, to develop really great sales skills, you know, like here's the thing, it's like only the top 5 to 10% salespeople actually eat. It's like the top salespeople, they have a ton of tenacity, extremely motivated and ambitious, extremely aggressive, extreme like very great negotiators, pushers, drivers. They are top A talent, and top A talent is very not common. So to me, I wouldn't define sales as needing soft skills. You don't need soft skills to be in sales. It's actually the people that have a tough personality that that do the best in sales. You have to be a killer. And when it comes to our industry, a lot of people, not necessarily with our company, but a lot of people come and go because they don't have it. They don't have it in them to make it through. They can't. They're not dry. They're not aggressive. And I say this point blank in interviewing with people. I said, look, I have no problem giving you an opportunity here, but this is a very aggressive sales environment. There's a lot of other sales industries that are easier, right? But I would I would list our industry as probably a 9 out of 10 in terms of hardness, right? There's only a couple of industries that I know of that are like 9 out of 10. It's easy for people to say, "Oh, soft skills is easy," but then those same people try because they don't have any. Like there's a saying I tell the new sales guys. Uh, I tell new sales guys, you're gonna learn how to talk for the first time to people, and what I mean by that is most people, I would say like 90% of people, 95% of people don't actually know how to talk to people. And so when you get into sales, it's when you really understand what people are like and what people are capable of, and the lying, the arguing, no negotiating. You really get to see what people are like, and you really grow as a person as a result. And so for me, it's like, yeah, you can call it soft skills, but the best salespeople, they generate skills that quote unquote go beyond soft skills, because to have soft skills is great if you're just like a customer service representative on the phone troubleshooting problems. It's totally different when you're navigating complex deals and negotiations and closing and pipeline management and development, sales development. So it's just a totally different thing, I think. So, and a lot of people just think they can walk into sales. Some people do just walk into sales and they do great things, but it's probably because they have that personality of the top 5 or 10%, and they already know it, intuitively that they are good. That's why they get into it. So, oh man, oh jeez, where are we? $5.56. So I'm getting off at 5:56, and then I have my next train at 6:21. So I guess we're going for the whole ride here. Got 81% battery left. Good to go. We're cruising, guys. Oh my god. Yeah, Tevio, that was a good question. I talk about this a lot internally when I interview people and the team. And because I know so much about personality theory and psychology, it really does make my life easier recognizing good talent from not good talent. Um, the only thing I will say about that, I gotta the only thing I'll say about that, Octavio, is sales is a grind. It's performance based, and there's very few things in life where you are paid by the results that you provide. You know, you at being in sales, it's kind of like being your own. It's kind of like being your own business. So you have to prepare for the blood, sweat, and tears, the all the rejection, the training, your product knowledge, driving, being relentless. Like it's a lot, it's a handful, but it's very rewarding, right? Sales rewards the merciless. It's a very, very true statement. Sales rewards the merciless. If you're not going to be merciless, if you're not going to, if you're not going into it feeling like you're going to war with a shield and spear, then you're gonna fail. Just like flat out, like sales is like hunting. You eat you eat to kill, and if you're not showing up to kill, then you're not gonna eat. And you never want to settle for mediocrity. If you're thinking about getting into sales and you want to be like the majority 80% of people that aren't making money, then it's not for you. You have to strive to be in the top because that's where the money is. That's my humble opinion. So really good question though. Similar to my field, there is no money except for the top 1%. I believe only 10% of the union members booked a single job last year. Yeah, that's pretty tough, man. And yeah, I mean that's just how it is. when you're in a performance-based role, you either settle for mediocrity or you go the whole way and you achieve greatness, right? It's kind of like, I'm doing this YouTube channel, right? I put in the work. I'm doing my activity to be in the top 1% of brands, right? And being consistent, right? I'm already, just with this channel that I have, just with what I have here, I'm already in the top 95% of YouTubers, which is wild because I don't really have much of a following, but because of the activity I'm doing, I'm already penetrating through. It's through consistency, relentlessness, resilience that you can really overcome anything. And as long as you're a student to learning and you accept failures as lessons that pave your way to that greatness, then that's really where the longer term strategy is. Um, that's a very good question. Um, I would say that the goal of the channel is to expand my reach, connect with more people who are just trying to grow, evolve. Um, it's, I mean, the goal has always been to help people with their own personal evolutions, to be a resource of insights, and collaborate on how we can all do better. Um, but then also, I want to connect with business owners. I want to do bigger things. I want to collaborate with more people. If I end up, generating interest for any of my endeavors, that's great. you know. But yeah, I mean, in general, I'm just trying to connect and give and give. And if people want to collaborate or work with me in any of my other endeavors, like hey, that's great too. But I'm not really pushing that right now. I'm just focused on giving value. And that's what these live streams and my video shorts and my content's really for, is just providing good content for people to make better decisions and to learn, and um, really just to go from there. So I think perfect world, we have a ton of activity, everybody's learning from each other, learning together, living our best life, learning how to live our best life, making the right decisions to live that life of greatness, and to do it all together. So I mean, perfect world, I'm giving tons of value to millions of people. All right, sounds good, Octavio. Thanks for stopping by. Appreciate it. Have a good rest of your Sunday. What's up, guys? How we doing? I mean, actually,